Okay, so I was thinking about for all the countries, like what countries do I think from a black male dating perspective really fuck with black dudes? And I would say Ireland. So, not saying I've never been to Ireland. So, I've met an Irish chick that worked in England when they was doing this conference in New York. And then I've met a few Irish girls when I was at the Therme Spa in Bucharest, Romania. So when I was in um, Romania at this Therme Spa, we were in the pool. In the pool, it has a bar section. When it's warm enough, the pool it flows. It's a turnstile, so you're inside of the spa, but you can go outside, still being in the pool. It's like a turnstile door that's in the pool, which is fucking cool. So we were walking in the pool. This was in the evening time, and they just started a conversation with us. So I'm talking to this chick. So we're drinking. So she goes to the bathroom. So I'm with two dudes in the Air Force or whatever. So it's like this girl I'm talking to, she's with two of her homegirls, and then it's another guy that's with them. So when she comes back from the bathroom, the guy, one of the guys that I was with, he swoops up and then takes her outside and makes out with this chick. You know what I'm saying? So that was a win from the team. You know what I'm saying? The night was still young. I didn't feel the type of way. She was decent. She was like the hottest chick in the group. You know what I'm saying? But so my man got there. I don't think that they were going to Transylvania to look at like the Count Dracula castle and stuff like that the next day. So we had seen them on a Friday night. So I don't even think he seen them. But she was definitely checking for black dudes. And it was like, I think one of those situations, she's like, yo, son, whatever dude want to kind of pull me to the side and be most aggressive, she was with it. So Romania is a definitely good spot to meet other international tourists and stuff like that. And then when I was working in New York and they're working security at this venue, even though it was Reuters had did a like a 2 day event, and it was one of the chicks. She was from like Ireland, and but not a crazy thick accent. And like she just was cool. She would talk to me. She would ask me how I was doing. You know what I'm saying? So like she definitely was giving at least strong friendship vibes and stuff like that. So those two opportunities and settings let me know like maybe I need to kind of pull up and see. So like if anybody has, you know, talked to, dated a chick from Ireland, let me know. I also think that I've never been to France, but I met two French girls, one in New York and then one when I was in England at a pub tour and stuff like that. So like the French are cool. I'm not gonna go on the this to be like, oh, they fuck with black dudes, they check for black dudes and stuff like that. But I would say like pay attention, see what the vibe is, and then kind of go from there. And then let's say I never hooked up with a Ukrainian girl, but Ukrainian girls will talk to you. They will be receptive. So after the war, when everything is back calm, because when I was in Romania, a lot of Ukrainians were fleeing the country. So I spoken with a few and stuff like that. So they definitely are relationship oriented and will give the average guy an opportunity for dating. The chick that I was talking to, she was staying in the same building that I was in, the same Airbnb, but she had a boyfriend or whatever. But I was like, we became friends, you know what I'm saying? She was cool, she was cute. She was making tea and stuff like that. So I think if you talk to enough Ukrainian girls, you definitely can find one that is your cup of tea. But in the meantime and in between time, focus on the fitness, eat extremely healthy, do your push-ups, go to the gym, work on your back, your triceps, your biceps, your shoulders, you know what I'm saying? Get that flat stomach, cast the widest net. And I see maybe Canada. I gotta see what's popping in Canada. I'm again gonna start working remote again. So I need to kind of figure out if I wanna like stay anywhere in Canada. Like for me, I got Metro PCS, so I don't gotta worry about the phone chip or anything like that. In Canada or Mexico. And in Canada, some people who are a little bit more bougie, they try to act like Canada is not international, but like you heard it here first. Anywhere you need a passport fucking counts and it's close. So I've never went to Canada on a solo dolo. I've been to Carabana with my friends when I was fucking in college and shit like that. But I never like went like by myself and stayed for an extended period of time I've never actually been in Canada longer than like more than 3 days at a time. We would like go on Friday and come back on Sunday. So I've never been in Canada more than 4 days. So I've been to strip clubs and stuff like that in Canada. I never hooked up with anybody, even though I've been to Canada like 6 times and stuff like that. Maybe even more than that. I might have been to Canada like 7 times. I've been to Carabana like 4 times. I went when I was in the 5th grade. We made some border runs where we was just going to buy alcohol and stuff like that. And I've been to Sundowners maybe like 3 times. So like I might have been, let's say minimum, I've been to Canada probably like 7 or 8 times. And let me see, did I go? Yeah, and I've been to Canada when I was in the 3rd grade for a Bulls game. So 1, 2, let's say if I've been to like Toronto, I've been to Carabana. Definitely, I drove one time. My man drove his car. He drove. I think I've been to Carabana 4 times, so that's 6. And let's just say we've been to Sundowners at least 3. So I've probably been in Canada 9 times. You know, so I've only been to Toronto and like Ontario County. I've never been to Montreal or you know, fucking Quebec or Ottawa or anything like that. So I'm thinking about that, but now I'm watching Perfect Match on Netflix, and I'm thinking about this is an episode where Izzy matches with Bartiz, and Izzy's from England, UK. I do like London. London's kind of expensive and stuff like that. I've been in London twice during my stints in Europe. One time just for a day. And then the second time I stayed for 10 days. So I got to do 2 pub crawls. I like London a lot, but I think that it's still, I see like women will play dudes and they'll kind of brush them off and stuff like that. But I think if a chick is into you, they let you know and stuff like that. But I definitely would go back to London, even if it was like for a week here, 3 days here, and stuff like that. I want to do some more going out and partying. And this is an international city. Most of the time, you're probably linked with somebody not from England and stuff. But I'm still going back and contemplating where I want to kind of go. And then after I'm done recording this, I'm going to look at some different Airbnbs and see what else is there. But so for nomads, we'll just segue quick to nomads. Cities that I think are worth checking out. I can vouch for Bucharest. Bucharest is a great nomad city. You can find relatively affordable Airbnbs. And then if you get off of Airbnbs, you can get cheap furnished or rentals with .ro websites. So sometimes if you're going to be quick with it, get an Airbnb for like 3 or 4 weeks. and then try to find a flat or a room off of Airbnb like for month to month. I've never been to Serbia, but Belgrade has nice um, Airbnbs at a reasonable price. Um, Bangkok, Pattaya is a really good spot as well because it's cheap. You're gonna get nice apartments. Some apartments do have roaches and stuff like that, but it's not really a big deal. You can get spray, you can get some traps. Um, so I mean, you have Medellin is a good spot. I would say, which I've never been to, um, Barranquilla, but I feel like from a dating perspective, and I'm pretty sure the internet is still solid in Barranquilla as well. Um, Spots that's on my radar that I've never been to. Okay. I've been to Barcelona just for a day, so I want to go and spend some more time. Valencia is on my radar. Portugal is a spot that has it's not super expensive Airbnb wise. I need to find another website for like temporary affordable housing that's not hostel because I'm gonna be doing sales. So I need kind of like a quiet space, and then I'm gonna be working like into the night. So I need a spot where people are not gonna be complaining that I'm talking too loud, which I had stayed at the Airbnb in Turkey, and they were like, "Oh, you gotta be quiet," stuff like that. So that's always something that's in the back of my mind for my situation. What else is on my radar? I maybe will want to do like in Estonia. For those who like Eastern Europe, I think that Belarus could be something that could be pretty fun for like 2 to 3 weeks. With the US passport you can stay 30 days.